Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Flames will kick it away to start. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because
he's off to the races. The 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Here it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. To throw, it's awesome. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The option look. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Crosses the 35. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the ground.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Flames have their offense in high gear. On the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Now they're going to throw it. Getting some heat. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Running back goes in motion. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Flames are in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball on the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Going to run it. It's Roberts. At the 20, he's got space. Oh, look out. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's awesome. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Let's play ball.
He'll toss it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score at 6, Liberty 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Third down at the 46-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The back goes in motion. The Flames are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Running into the open space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
They'll run the option. Trucks through the defender. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. forced out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Jim.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive. Fighting off the defender.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Finding open areas. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Picks up the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Flames trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Here comes the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USF. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On the run, still looking. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Looking to throw, it's awesome. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Smashes through. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
On the option. Hard-hitting tackle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute it and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution to drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
First down for this offense. To the air, it's awesome. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the ball is picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
They'll immediately call timeout.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside, so that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Absolute shame. Missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run the option. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
On the option. Breaks the tackle. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. The option look. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
The Flames get enough to move the chains. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. This offense has a 2nd down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Stumbled to the ground. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Liberty 17, App State 13.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
On the play. Brings up second down.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Liberty 17, App State 13.
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the ground with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease. It's Roberts. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Running with power. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the marker.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Looking to pass. It's awesome. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Fights off a defender. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside.
Touchdown, App State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Brings up 2nd down.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Across the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Discards a man. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Liberty.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. Timeout is called with just a single second left. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of